All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday, man. Thursday. Whew. Yeah. First of all, I thought the missus would be back today. She wasn't, and let me just take a minute to say to I know it's not a lot of you guys, but to the females that watch this channel, you women that, and I'm talking to the women that are that are married or whatever. That's however, the things that you guys do that sometimes, guys, we be so busy in our little world that we don't realize how everything that you guys are doing. Let me tell you, that with the missus being in the hospital, me having to run around and do everything without her, which is my foundation, will allow me to do all that without my foundation being here. It makes, I've been running all day like a chicken with his head cut off, and it's been a lot, man. So, Miss Sports Corner, hurry up and get well so you can come home and take some of this load off your boy. Anyway, man. Let's talk about it. So, apparently, according to reports, I did catch this one today, actually in the car. I want to make sure. I think it was Portland. Yeah, so I'm going to read the article here. Go right here. I got it pulled up. The Portland Trail Blazers are offering a number 7 pick in an attempt to acquire Raptor forward. The Portland Trail Blazers are a team to watch ahead of Thursday night 2022 draft. If I'm not making no promises right now, guys, don't look like I'm going to be able to. I really wanted to go live for the draft, but we don't know if Miss Sports Corner come home, and her visitation hour is only to 6. So, of course, I'm going to spend that hour with her if she can't come home. And I think the draft is at like 5 or 6. I had to see. But if they don't line up, y'all know I'm going to make sure I spend that time with Mrs. Sports Corner as much as possible if she's not able to come home today. So, I may not be able to go live much as I wanted to, guys. But anyway, they possess the number 7 overall pick, but are actively looking to trade it for a veteran who can help them win now. One of the potential target is Toronto Raptors forward OG Anunoby. After Damian Lillard underwent abdominal surgery last season, the Blazers went full tank mode for the first time in nearly a decade. They traded almost everybody, notable players on their roster, including C.J. McCollum, Larry Nance Jr., Robert Covington, Norman Powell, and went 2-21 to close the season. But despite making all of those moves, the Blazers were never planning on a long-term rebuild. Now with Leonard still around and headed towards the end of his prime, they saw the writing on the wall and knew that even with a healthy Leonard, the old roster wasn't good enough to contend in the Western Conference. Instead, they hoped to retool around Leonard and compete again right away. Some better lottery luck would have helped in regards, but the number 7 pick still command a solid return. Whether they actually get Anunoby remains to be seen. They may have to offer more than just the number 7 pick, but they have been rumored that the forward hasn't always been thrilled with his role in Toronto. The Raptors might be willing to part ways with him, given his injury history and their plethora of wings. If the Blazers can manage to pull off the deal for Anunoby, it would be a great bit of business. Anunoby is a terrific defender and would be one of the best players the Blazers have had on that side of the ball in recent memory. He would single-handedly improve what has been a porous defense over the years. On offense, he's blossomed to a reliable three-point shooting, average a career high of 17.1 points per game last season. The only real knock on Anunoby is that he can't stay healthy. All right, guys, I wanted to make sure I got all of that out, so I didn't leave nothing out so nobody can blame me for putting out some misinformation. This is according to CBSSports.com, Chris Haynes. All right, so the number 7 pick for OG Anunoby, question is, would you do it? Would you do it? Because it's a couple scenarios that could come to mind. One of those scenarios being, could you take the is it someone at that pick that you see, you're like, let's get him. Let's get this guy. It's worth it. But are you going to get back? It's the number 7 pick, and whatever player you would pick or whatever package you will put together to make a move, will it be worth it to get rid of OG? Now, it depends. If you're basing this off of just last year, you may say, hey, man, why not, man? You know, we don't know if he's going to be able to stay on the court, blah, 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 this, that. But if you've been following the Raptors, you know OG's important. As they said, he's a terrific, not good, not average, a terrific defender. So would you give up a terrific defender and someone whose scoring is getting better and better and better? Because I sit here, I say this a lot, don't I? I sat right here all season at the beginning. Let me take that back. I sat here at the beginning of the season before the injury started to mount for OG. I said OG's been putting in the work. OG was putting in the work, and it was blossoming before he got. I don't know if it's like people didn't see that. I don't know. Maybe I was the only one that saw it. But at the beginning of that season, he had a different mindset. His mindset was, I put in the work. I'm about to show you guys. And he just looked like he was in that zone. Looked like he was in that zone. I compare it to, and I'm not comparing him to. But if you notice, the one thing that you love about Giannis is that when you look at Giannis and he come back the next season, you can always point out, oh, he worked on that. Oh, he worked on that. Oh, he worked on that in the offseason. That's how I felt about OG. OG was working on stuff in the offseason. It wasn't just, oh, I'm good at layups. Let me run down and do some layups on a bunch of high school kids. I'm going to leave that alone. You know, it was stuff that you could look at. Oh, he went for it. He was going for it. And I do think the injury started to demoralize him a little bit. It was like, oh, come on, man. He was to me, the you know, Steady Freddie making an all-star, Siakam being Siakam. But I thought OG was going to have the biggest jump. Especially at the beginning of the season. I was like, oh, this is OG year. Oh, this is OG year. And then just little stuff. And you're like, But if you look at that, which I'm quite sure the Raptors is looking at that, they've been watching OG. Now, the only reason that I could say could get him even more in incentive to trade him is he going to get caught up in the number of people you cannot pay? That's what it comes to me. Because eventually everybody's going to want to get paid. I mean, it's just what it is. You got Siakam, you got Steady Freddie, you got the Rookie of the Year and Scotty B. Barnes, and you got Gary Trent Jr. and you got Precious. I like all these people going to want to get paid. So is it a matter of like, we ain't going to be able to pay everybody? You know what? Getting a number 7 pick is worth it. I don't know. Depends on I know the Raptors want to keep him in the fold, but could the Portland Trail Blazers offer something? Maybe going to take more than the number 7 pick for OG Anunoby. If that is the case, that is going to take more than a number 7 pick. What else could they offer to make this deal sweet? I don't know, guys, but I'm here for it. I'm here to see what happened. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I got to get back to my crazy day. I got a plethora of things. Shout out to my guy, LA Sportsman. I seen your message. I will jump on your live. I owe you one, brother. I'm just scrambling right now. Much love to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, you guys be great.